Okay, that's nice. Hey, let's... Oh, yeah. Stone. Um, Look who showed up. Our great adventurer. You're the one who dragged us here, and you're the one who's going to get us out now. After all, the footbridge is ready. We can get out at any time. Nobody walks on it until you've made sure it's safe. We're not gonna stick our necks out anymore so you can run around in your ruins. Will it hold? We used all the wood that was left. It must withstand. In case it doesn't hold up, though, I'd rather stay here than go there. Okay, let me show you how it's done. Not so fast. We're not leaving here without the promised treasures. Take this crate. If you cross the entire bridge with a loaded crate, the rest of us can cross it safely with small gifts too. Son of a... Wait, I need to talk to Stone, because I want my armor. You see, I'm on the other side. Safe and sound. Your bridge is more stable than you thought. Get up everything of value and let's get out of here. Oh, you're kind of on fire. Wait, who's this? Worker. We need to get them to the monastery as soon as possible and hand the prior to Peacemaker. What about Castle? Are you just gonna leave him here? It's up to him to make the attempt at all. You have to understand something, Marvin. We can't always save someone. No matter how hard you try, sometimes it's just out of your hands. Once the decision is entirely up to the person you want to save, other times, someone else entirely will decide. Maybe this is simply the will of Adanos. Our job is to try to hear it within ourselves, and do the best we can. Too late? Maybe try not to trigger Varen? I hope. We're not too late. This place has been closed for so many years for a reason. We need to make sure no one ever comes here again. What are you talking about? I will stay behind, block the gate and collapse the passage. Joster had some powder kegs with him and showed me how to use them. The more keys will open the corridors of that hole. Kessel was left inside. I will wait for him until I have enough supplies. If I have no more supplies... As long as I have enough supplies, not until. Okay. Okay, sure. We need to shut this place down. Thank you, friend. It was my greatest honor to fight by your side. Okay, I don't think it's actually too late. We just have to trigger Stone. Yeah. I think it went better than expected. It's more comfortable than I thought. Thanks a lot, Stone. With armor like that, even a whole squad of Volker's minions wouldn't stand a chance. Sure, anything for you, buddy. Next time someone asks me to reinforce an antique armor, I won't hesitate, but will immediately answer sure and get to work. Oh, that's a reference to Gothic 1 where you can actually give him that one armor and he can just upgrade it without problems. That's kind of cool. Let me take a good look at you. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's really good looking. Yeah, it looks great. Oh, why do I not have my weapons equipped? My crossbow too, please. How good is it though? 130, 130, 130. Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, I guess we go. Oh, do you have anything to say? No. Okay. Quick save just in case. And yeah, it's superior. I'm guessing if we didn't have the book, it would be like a regular one. Or it would be like improved. At most. Because superior is the second level of upgrades. We need to see if there's any more undead in the square. I don't think there should be. I mean, we killed everyone. Oh. Hello. Are you human or are you dancer? Whoops. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Huh. The Wolf Sons. What are you doing here? I mean, they probably got wind of our expedition. We meet again, Marvin. Ulrich, hello. Rightful heir. I must say you've made quite a fuss with your expedition. You guys know each other. What is this all about? Why did you bring an entire army with you? Good old water mages, rest assured. I'm too a fellow of Adanos. No harm will come to you, but unfortunately I cannot allow you to interfere with my plans. Marvin, I suppose you have something that belongs to me. It's time you gave it to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Are you trying to make an idiot of yourself or me? Neither scenario improves your situation. I think it's obvious that I came for the same thing that brought you to this place. Peacekeeper will belong to me. I don't... This is probably gonna be one of those times where we just get a cutscene there. It's mine. Do not take candle. You're in no position to dictate what I should do. You see all these warriors? You had a chance to meet them when you visited my fortress. You know they are the best warriors on the entire island, completely devoted to their ruler. If you don't hand over your sword in kind, you're gonna die. This is your last chance. Give me the Peacekeeper, and I'll let you live. Let's see what happens. It stays with me. If you care that much about it, you're gonna have to fight for it. I'm sorry you see it that way. Unfortunately, I don't have time to duel with a kid right now. At this point, the battle for the fate of the silence is done. Crossbowman! Yep. We get shut down. Oh, he's actually protecting me. Good old Riordan. Oh wow, he's only attacking him though. Okay, well, quick load. But you know what? I mean, it's not a problem to give it to him, because he's not going to be able to wield it. Maybe it's going to freeze him and his army. And it's not really a problem that he has it, because the most important thing is that someone has it. It's here. It's active. And the mages should realize, oh hey, Ulrich has the Peacemaker? That means change. Okay, yeah. Here, have it. Nice superior armor. Yeah, like, it kind of sucks when you die in the cutscene, but that's okay, that's fine. It would make sense, like, if there was like 10 crossbowmen, I probably wouldn't be able to kill them quickly enough before they kill me. Here. The Peacemaker has belonged to your family for centuries. It's time for it to return to you. Marvin, don't do it. The Peacemaker must be taken to a monastery. It's the only way to finally get the mages to stop the usurer's madness. Calm down, mage. Volker is just a pawn on the great political chessboard. His reckless and aggressive actions have no place on Archolos. Marvin, you made the right decision. Bzz. No? Oh! Wait, he can wield it? A magnificent blade worthy of an island ruler. He can wield it? You're right, the sword is indeed meant for you. When Kessel tried to draw it, he was frozen to the bone. Me too, actually. Don't compare me to just any farmhand. I'm the heir of Volstagg. I'm the leader of the Wolf Sons and the only legitimate protector of the island. My people have been loyal to Adanos for centuries. A peacekeeper is my destiny. The Peacekeeper. You've proven to be more useful than I thought. You gonna help me now? Unfortunately, this is where your adventure ends. I appreciate your cooperation, but I cannot risk you or your companions interfering with my plans in any way. You'll be taken to the dungeon and the wolf's den. You'll have food and drink in abundance, and who knows, if all goes my way and you do well, you will see the light of day again in the near future. Oh, you son of a bitch, you better not send me to the colony. No, it can't end like this. You get everyone else out of their ruins. You will lead them all to the dungeons of a den. If they would try to escape, kill them. After the prison. Yeah, that's not a nice place. Weren't you the one who went down into the mine to get John? Yeah, so what? You're the reason John's dead. You murdered him there in cold blood. Well, Ulrich said that you must be brought to the dungeons, but unfortunately you were foolish enough to run away. Get the message to the mages. They need to know about this. Oh, he teleported me away. That's kind of cool. Stop right there, criminal scum. You've broken the law. Pay your fine and serve your sentence. Or how I forgot how it went. How'd you get here? Riordan? Where is he? What do you mean, where? He went on that crazy expedition with you. What happened out there? Why did you suddenly appear here? Only a handful of us escaped with our lives. The corridors turned out to be full of the undead and traps. What did you expect? Going to a cursed fortress that has been abandoned for decades. Such places are concentrations of Belios forces. What about Kessel and Riordan? Are they dead too? They're both alive, or at least they were when I last saw them. Or pay with your blood, yeah. We managed to find the chapel behind the vault in the ruins. It was there among the piles of gold and other antiques, not on its scale, that the Peacemaker, the sword of legends for which we set out, was. Have you found the Peacemaker? It's impossible. We all thought it was just a legend. Let me see it. That might be a problem. When we left the ruins, Ulrich was already waiting for us with his army. He demanded the sword and threatened to kill all of us. We didn't have much room for negotiation, having dozens of crossbows aimed at us. By Adonos, Ulrich! One could have guessed. Varto is the ruins of the Wolfson's stronghold. He certainly didn't want outsiders disturbing that place. And after all, the Peacemaker belongs to him by the right of succession. With the army and threats, it's not like him. All this still doesn't explain how you suddenly found yourself in the middle of our chapel. What else happened there? Well, they wanted to kill me anyway. Wait, does it even matter that Kessel tried to wield it? Sure. After finding the Peacemaker, Kessel tried to draw it. It didn't end well. As soon as he raised the sword, an icy wave came out of it, severely wounding him. More than his body, however, his spirit was broken. What do you mean by that? Kessel broke down completely. He believed that he would be the one to wield the Peacemaker. He wanted to take revenge and bring peace to the island. When he realized that it wasn't him the sword was meant for, I saw emptiness in his eyes. Arrogant Kessel! How dare he even hope that a mere mortal would be able to wield an artifact of Adonos? Instead of being a humble tool in the hands of his god, through his hubris, he brought himself to the same end as all the fanatics of Innos and Belia. And yet, Riordan saved me. Ulrich had left some of his men to escort us to the dungeons. These men, however, had an entirely different idea. They drew their weapons and were about to attack us, but Riordan used some sort of spell at the last moment, and I found myself here. He had just become a mage and managed to teleport another person. Adonos must indeed have bestowed upon him considerable power. Hopefully, he helped himself in the situation as well, and Riordan is somewhere safe too. Okay. Oh, maybe he was saying like Adonos helped Riordan. Okay. Where is the prior? He must know about finding the sword. He wanted his miracle. He got it. How many more good men have to die for you to finally act? The usurer must finally be punished for his crimes. A prior unfortunately cannot accommodate you at this time. Last night his health deteriorated considerably. He is unable to move or speak. That's convenient. He was poisoned, obviously. Like 100% he was poisoned. Why don't you give him the potion he seized from me and Riordian? Our beloved prior is very old. Adonis has already been very kind to him in terms of longevity and health, anyway. The prior must now above all rest, and it remains for us to pray for the intercession of our Lord. Let me ask you one more thing. When you were talking about the Peacemaker, you mentioned some kind of scale it was put on. Do you happen to have it with you? Yeah. Merciful Adonis, this item is definitely older than the entire Volstack ruins. I must check something. Marvin, follow me. Ingolf, you'll finally explain to us what this is all about? Finish your prayer, brother, and come to my chamber. Looks like we're just about to make a breakthrough. Blood and Hands, Chapter 6. The way you found, the way you would see it, that Adonis' Castle was filled with wrath and could be manipulated by Belia. That would make sense. I mean, maybe not really wrath, but it could also be pride. Time to visit his chambers. Yeah, his water mage. Everything's gonna be moist. Okay, so what are those scales, huh? Somewhere among my books should be a creation called The Might of Balance. It's been many years since I read it, and I don't know where it is. I'll take another look at the reading that tells the history of the island. When I learned of your expedition, I began to peruse these old chronicles out of curiosity. They suggest that the truth about Peacemaker may be quite different than everyone assumed. Oh? The creation. They translated it wrong. I mean, they translated it directly. Wait, the Might of Balance? Was that it? I think it wasn't. Maybe it was that. Okay. These are just the rune magic books, so it's fine. Oh, there it is. Because if you translate it, like what it's in Polish, it's probably dzieło, which means, or it could be creation, but it's more like a great work. That should be how it was translated. Oh, I can't read it. I have to give it to him. I have your book. Great. Show it to me. Amazing. For so many years, no one has come up with this. How could we have been so blind? Okay, what about the other guy? What's up? So, will you finally enlighten me? It seems that the Peacemaker is not a sword at all. One of the translators of the first written history of the island of Archolos made a mistake. The original text says that the rulers of ancient Archolos kept the peace through an ancestral blade and the Peacemaker, which gave the power to extinguish the fighting spirit in the heart of his staunchest opponents and to bring about true justice and balance among men. The word "an" disappeared from some translation, and subsequent studies and emerging legends have only reinforced this view. Thus, the ancestral blade and the peacemaker for future generations became one and the same object. Think for yourself how much better the story sounds when the sword is the peacemaker. Well, it sounds more heroic. At least that's my theory. That would be really convenient. That's a little bit too convenient, but that's okay. I would agree with the story you told us. No wonder the sword and the scales were right next to each other. To the rulers of the fortress, they were the same. Indispensable? It was not separable? Inseparable? Okay, how would the scales bring justice? The scale is not an ordinary device. Based on the information in the book you searched for me, you found for me, I concluded something. The magic in it allows you to assess and compare the true value of things. With such a tool, every transaction can be completely fair. The author of the book does not give information about how old the scale is, but he believes that the artifact dates back to the ancient times, when our entire world was young. He interjects something else about how Archolos was already believed in back then. Okay. To punish the disobedience of his followers, he sent a great flood, which caused that only isolated relics of their former glory survived. This part, however, already sounds like fantasy. It does not change the fact, however, that one can feel the aura of Archolos' balance in the object. Are you sure about this, Ingolf? As I said, it's only my theories. However, all indications are that at least some of them are true. Quench the fighting spirit may refer to the ice coming out of the blade. I thought exactly the same thing. However, this extraordinary scale requires decades of meticulous research to be able to say anything more about it, let alone know the secrets of it. However, one thing is certain. Under no circumstances should we allow it to fall into the wrong hands, or even worse, to be covered with rubble again. Marvin, I know the Peacemaker has just been taken from you, but I have to ask you to leave that scale with us. That's fine. I have no material reward to compensate you for its value, but I'm sure that Archolos himself would thank you for this gesture at your next prayer. Okay, I guess. Sure, take it. I'm gonna go pray now. Oh, sneaky sneaky, it's a spy. Archmage, forgive the interruption, but I have a very urgent message. The signal tower is on fire. What do you mean? Do you have any information on what might have happened? No, Archmage. As soon as we saw the light and the smoke, I immediately came to relay the information. Be a good boy and confess your sins. Yeah? We have to check it out. But Notker, the prior has expressly ordered. I know what he ordered. Don't forget that I'm currently the head of a monastery. The prior told us to wait for a sign. I think we've had enough of them today. First his indisposition, then the discovery of the truth about the Peacemaker, and now the signal from the tower. Who knows if it was an Orcs. Marvin, you've had the opportunity to travel around the island a lot lately, and I haven't left the walls of an order for a good few years. Will you come with me? Are you finally gonna go intervene? I thought this guy would be a spy, because it kind of felt like he was standing right next to the door. And he would, like, run away. That's why I said it. Are you gonna intervene? I really like this armor, it's pretty cool. I humbly admit it, you and many of the young mages were right. For too long have we sat locked away in our safe monastery. We have allowed iniquity to spread. I'm sure now that Archolos wants us to restore order here. Does that mean you'll make sure the usurer gets justice? You have my word. If this man is guilty of all of the offences you accuse him of, then his deserved punishment will not pass him by. Notker, I see that I will not dissuade you from this idea, but I trust that you do so in accordance with the will of Archolos. Now you are the greatest among us, and I dare not give you orders, but please let me be the one to go with Marvin. It is your responsibility to take care of the monastery and prepare the mages in case the worst happens. We can't risk anything happening to you. I hope you don't have to use them, but do accept these healing potions. If you still need to prepare your equipment before the journey, you'll find the necessary instruments in the monastery square, and even a few visitors will probably be happy to trade with you. I'll be here waiting for you. Hurry, we have no time to waste. We have all the time we want to waste, I think. Okay, let me go pray to Archolos. We'll see what happens. Cleanse your spirit. Didn't do nothing. Wait, what? What was that other thing? Oh, that's interesting. We can spend the learning points for this. Huh. Aww. Okay, is there a bed here? Kinda wanna go to sleep. I wanna go to sleep, cause... Oh hey, Battle. Don't think I don't know about your little visit to the catacombs. You're lucky nothing of value is missing from there, or Notker himself would have had a go at your skin. Why aren't you guarding the entrance to the catacombs? At this point, another mage is guarding the door. I think it's obvious that we need to take turns from time to time. Standing in that underground may be a great way to meditate, but everyone needs to get some fresh air from time to time. Maybe Archolos granted me the power to wield the sword? Maybe. Are you really gonna not let me sleep in a bed? That really sucks. Does time pass right now? It does, but... it doesn't allow us to sleep, huh? I guess that's fine. Let's talk to Torsten. What you doing here?
Marvin, I could ask you the same thing. It just so happens that I came to the monastery along with Lokvar, a village mage. Someone had to help this old man cross half the island and so he could meet his brothers. Usually he'd ask Marcus or Stone to do it, but they disappeared somewhere. I figured it wouldn't hurt to stretch my bones, and in the process I could sell some of my gear at the vineyard and salt mine. Maybe you'll need something?
I mean, sure, show me. So he has some level 3 recipes, but it's not like I need them, yeah? Yeah, none of this is really better than what I have. Sure, sell these. Dexterity base, that's 200, that's dexterity base. Sure, sell Raphavinos, whatever, I don't care. Pernak. Interestingly enough, it's the same, but this one is just more expensive. I just want to get rid of all of these. Oh, okay. Yeah, we sold a lot of weapons at the same time. I was worried that the game may have frozen a little bit. So I probably shouldn't try to sell these heavy branches, huh? I don't have to sell these, but to be honest, I just want to have a quicker way to get to my potions. Time for me to go. Yes, yes. Okay, I guess we talk to the guy. If it's gonna be like that, that it doesn't allow me to sleep. It's gonna be bright soon-ish. So there shouldn't be a problem. Okay, Ingolf. Let's go. Oh! A fade to black, okay. The town's probably burning and I want to go to sleep. Well, at least some... Okay, this is... Wait just a second. It's day 20. What? When did it become day 20? What? Right now, this was day 203. Oh, there's not enough space there. There's not enough space there to actually do it properly. So if I save, it's probably gonna be like 206, isn't it? That doesn't make sense though. $204. But when it was like 160, I saw it be 160 or 130. Why is it... That's so confusing. Why is it taking away one digit when it was like 160 or 130? There was enough space there. Whatever. Ingo, what's up? I really like the crossbow. It's looking cool. Now be careful. We don't know what might be waiting for us there. Follow me and don't go anywhere. Okay, that's fine, but time is 7 p.m. It was like 3 a.m. when we set out, so I think this is scripted to be at 7 p.m.